FactsVerse presents. Twins give birth on same day. When doctor looks at babies, his jaw drops to the floor. But before we get into this jaw-dropping video, do us a favor and click that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. It is believed that twins, specifically identical twins, share a sixth sense with one another. Some twins say that when one is hurt, the other can feel it, even if they're hundreds of miles away from each other. Twins have a special bond that people who don't have a twin will never understand. Jaylynn Crawford and Janelle Crawford have this type of bond. They say that their bond is so strong that they can feel what their twin is feeling. When the two were growing up, they were inseparable. They say that they shared the same group of friends and they dressed alike. They even had a secret twin language that only they could understand. Growing up, they imagined what their lives would be like. They believed that they would live right next door to one another and that their children would be close in age and grow up together. When the sisters graduated from high school, they both went to UCLA on a full athletic scholarship. While in college, both sisters met the men that they would marry. Jaylynn married her husband in 2011 and they started a family right away. She had 2 daughters right after the other. Janelle married her college sweetheart a year and a half later. However, she decided to wait a year before trying to have children. At first, the sisters thought that their dream of raising children close in age would not come true since Jaylynn already had 2 daughters and Janelle hadn't had any children yet. But this all changed when the sisters found out within 2 weeks of each other that they were both expecting. Finally, their dream of having children close in age was coming true. Sadly, though, both sisters had a miscarriage. The doctors told Janelle that she had health issues that would make it difficult for her to get pregnant. Both sisters were heartbroken over their miscarriages, and they were both devastated that Janelle may never have the baby that her sister dreamed of. Both sisters refused to give up faith, though, and they decided to trust in God that things would work out. Jaylynn says that during the time that they were dealing with the loss of their unborn children, they became closer than ever. What also bonded the twins was the loss of their older sister, Jennifer, who died of an asthma attack at the age of 38. They didn't think that they could have been any closer than they were until they began grieving together. Several months after the sisters miscarried, Jaylynn learned that she was pregnant again, and she was excited, but she was also worried about telling her sister in fear that it would cause her pain. 4 days later, though, a miracle happened, and Janelle found out that she was also pregnant again. When Janelle shared her news with her sister, they both cried happy tears. Finally, their childhood dream looked like it was going to come true. They were going to have children very close in age since the sisters found out within 4 days of each other that they were expecting. The sisters went to their doctor's appointments together, and the doctor couldn't believe the similarities in the 2 pregnancies. The doctors stated that the sisters' pregnancies were almost as identical as the sisters themselves. The babies were in the exact same position within the wombs. Their weights were only ounces apart, and their lengths were the same. According to Jaylynn, the doctor and the ultrasound techs couldn't believe how similar the babies were. Jaylynn knew early on that she was going to have a C-section because she had had one with her previous pregnancies. Not long after, Janelle found out that she would also need a C-section. And what's even more strange is that the sisters went into labor on the same day. They both had a C-section just 3 hours apart. When people asked the sisters later how they decided who would deliver their baby first, they said that it was a pretty easy choice. Jaylynn. She was the firstborn, and she was due first, so she delivered first. And both sisters gave birth to healthy sons. Subscribe for more.